Hello.
Hello.
This is for you guys.
Oh.
Good job. It's okay. You keep. You sell to someone else.
Please.
Okay. I take yellow, blue.
Yellow.
Ukrainian colors.
Oh.
Yeah. Yellow, blue. All right.
А ми тую червону калину підіймемо, а ми нашу славну Україну.
So I'm in Renek Square. It is Saturday night, about 9 o'clock at night, and it looks like there's a marathon that is about to start. So maybe it's an overnight marathon, I'm not quite sure. But there's a lot of people, thousands of them, and they're all warming up like this guy, and they're getting ready to do something.
Słabo, jeszcze raz, jesteście gotowi do startu? Jesteście gotowi, więc mnie nie pozostaje nic innego jak zgłosić.
15 sekund do startu. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I ruszył wielotysięczny tłum na Krakowa.
No i to dziś mamy podane na tam Krakowie maraton biegnący. Ach, jest.
Wszystko stanie się jasne. Mateuszu, jak twoja odległość? Czy jesteś gotowi? Czy twoja publiczność jest gotowa? Biegu mocnego spokojnie! Przeczytajmy! Reprezentant Ukrainy! To częścią tej klasy
Walentyna Werecka 35-14. Mogę bez cienia 197 metra, bo tyle wynosi trasa klasycznego.
Well, good morning, guys. So my hosts upstairs are sleeping. Shh. But not these two little guys. These guys are from Ukraine. They are refugees. And they came over to Poland in a big vehicle full of animals. So my hosts took the two of them. And they're super cute. Wake up. Say hello. Hello. They're so sweet. Alright guys, it is Sunday afternoon. It's actually Easter weekend for the Ukrainians, and I'm in Stare Miesto, or the Old Town, here in Krakow, and I'm meeting my hosts, and they're actually taking me in this building right here. And what it is they're taking me to sort of a, well, it's like a classical Polish concert in a pub. They're taking me into a basement. So my host explained to me that the beginning that we just saw was sort of a concert with a lot of improvisation, and what they're going to do now actually is do music a little more for dancing. So approximately 4 or 5 years ago, I was in the city of Krakow, where I am right now. I do have a video on my channel that's quite extensive with all the things to see and do here. Because I'm back, I'm going to try and go to some parks, lookout points and things that I didn't do before. However, I will add the old town to the video, Stare Miasto. Now, if you watched my previous video in Warsaw, you could see that the situation in Ukraine has hugely affected the population and the flow of Warsaw, so let's see what it does here in Krakow. This photo here gives you an idea of the structure that goes around the mound. There is a museum, restaurant, rooftop restaurant, and that giant man-made mound. You are here, and I'm going up and up and up and up to here. Well, it's starting to hail. Not the best day for exploring. So I just asked some locals walking by, and they spoke pretty good English. They told me this was a giant rock quarry, and there's a hole in the fence, so I'm cheating. So we are far from the old town, but let me zoom in and give you an idea of what we're seeing here. That is Krakow Castle, or Vival Castle, and then over here you can see the giant cathedral, which is in the main square, or Renek Square, and then that is the bell tower that's also sitting in the middle of the square. Those people walking their dog there, this will give you a better idea of how tall these cliffs are here. It's quite a beautiful area, and way in the distance is the mound that I went up earlier today. There are about a dozen caves scattered all around here, but this one in particular has been closed off. While exploring along, I stumbled across this one. It's not locked, but there's not a whole lot to see. As you can see, it's just a big square. All I found was a burnt book. Now, because there is a door frame, my guess is that this used to be a prison of some sort, because it's a perfect little square. So that is the name of the park I was just in, with all of the caves and the cliffs. You can pronounce that however you choose. Now at the base there, you might see that is a, well, very artistic dragon. It is a fire-breathing dragon, and I think it's every half hour he shoots fire from his mouth, so I will definitely show you that when we get on the other side of the river. So this is how the city changes electrical wires here in Krakow, Poland. One guy uses a big stick and gets it out of the tree, while the other guy, well, no, he let go of it. He was holding onto the wire with his bare hands. These guys, well, they just stand and look pretty, while this guy here stands on a ladder that's on a very unsafe angle, which I think is being stuck together with a brick. I'm not sure. So yeah, there you go. That's how they do it in Poland. So this huge building is the National Museum here in Krakow, actually established in 1879. It's actually the biggest museum in all of Poland. 11 galleries, 2 libraries, 12 conservative workshops, and holds over 780,000 art objects. So in other words, it is a big ass museum. It's now time to visit Park Korkowski, and this is a, well, actually it was modeled after a lot of the parks in Vienna. It is a contemporary sculpture park. So I'm just walking through this tiny little park, and I finally saw quite a bit of material concerning Ukraine scattered all around here, and then I realized why. I'm in front of the Russian Consulate. This here is Krakow's Theater Opera House. The building is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Well, I hope I don't sound stupid saying this, but I'm not a flower guy and I've never seen upside down flowers before. These are very cool. From this vantage point on this bridge, I can give you a rough idea of what's going on here. Way down here is where the Botanical Gardens is. I will go there in probably the next couple of days. Over here, back behind this building, way over here is the main central train station, and here, as you can see, a little bit of that sign there, that is the Galeria Krakowska, so Cracow Mall. Now these tents that you see here are refugee tents, sadly, which I will show you momentarily. The tram runs through here, and way down there is the old town. So I'm at the back side of the refugee tents. This one here is for sleeping, accommodation, and the one over here is for food. And the three tents, I believe this one over here is medical, and then again we have accommodation here, and this one is the food. So I'm now heading over to the central railway station to see what's going on there and try and get some information. So the setup here at this train station is very similar to how they had it set up in Warsaw. They have the same vests on for the volunteers. So this map of Poland is the same one that they had in Warsaw. This one obviously is Krakow, and it shows the distance, the time, and the population of surrounding cities. In the country, they're trying to disperse the refugees around instead of keeping them in just the main cities. So I just had a small conversation with the two, I think they're students, they're pretty young, working the information desk. Their English was okay, and I asked them what's going on with the refugees as of who's going out, who's coming in. Now they didn't have exact statistics obviously, but they said it's about 50-50. They said one day many Ukrainians leave and maybe one or two come in, and then the next day 100 Ukrainians come in and one or two leave. So it is sort of 50-50 here in Krakow. So when the Ukrainians come in, they actually hand them one of these. It is in Russian and Ukrainian, and basically it explains the transportation system throughout the country. If I turn it over here, you can see on the other side, there's actually a map of the entire country of Poland showing the train system and different ways to get around. It also explains on their tickets exactly where their seats are and breaks it all down for them, again in Russian and Ukrainian, to help them out. This office in here, or these rooms, they've actually set up to help with the refugees. They have a lot of information on the walls here, and inside there are some staff working on their desks to help find accommodations and transportation for the Ukrainians. This park is right next to the train station. Well, it may be a small park, but it's super, super beautiful. Time to enter the University Garden, Botanical Gardens. It is the oldest of its kind in Poland, established in 1783. So I got here a little bit late. It is 6 o'clock now, garden closes at 7. We're right down here, and we're gonna explore all of this in under 1 hour. Now it is the end of April, so obviously not everything is in bloom just yet, but this tree sure is. Well, I saw the hot air balloon earlier in the week, but I did not know it was an actual ride. So it's a busy Thursday here in Krakow, and I was about to go into this Żabka, which is the 24/7, 7-Eleven version here in Poland. But I just found out that this is another one of those humanless stores. So for a tourist, you basically got to get yourself a SIM card. Oh, you can't see it with the reflection. You got to get yourself a SIM card. You got to download an app so you can go into a humanless store. So the only way to buy anything, I guess, is to be Polish. Technology, yay. So I am outside the Palace of Fine Art building, and they've got lots of trucks delivering things because they have a festival going on this weekend. And my guess, it says we love cinema, so some type of movie festival.
Gratulacje, jak pani to robi? Proszę, zaprowadź pani.
Ale co chcesz zrobić?
It is 5:30 p.m. on a Friday, so everyone's getting out of work. Hello.
Hello.
This is for you guys.
Oh.
Good job. It's okay. You keep. You sell to someone else.
Please.
Okay. I take yellow, blue.
Yellow.
Ukrainian colors.
Oh, very good. Андрей, вот этот. Oh.
Yeah. Yellow, blue. All right. Дякую. Thank you. So I'm at the base of the Vival castle next to the fire-breathing dragon, but it is daytime. I don't know if the dragon is going to shoot fire or not. I just got it on time. So I found some information here about the Vival dragon that you can see behind me. One of the many popular stories about the dragon takes place in Krakow during the reign of King Krakow, the city's mythical founder. In the legend, the dragon terrifies local villagers by destroying their houses and eating up their young daughters. Desperate to solve the problem, King Krakow promises his daughters Wanda's hand to any brave man who can defeat the dragon. Wanda doesn't have a choice then. Nice. A cobbler named Scuba takes up the challenge and stuffs a lamb with sulfur for the dragon to eat. Scuba leaves the lamb near the dragon's cave, and the unwary beast devours the bait. Soon after, the dragon's thirst grows unbearable, and he drinks so much water from the river that he explodes from the uncontainable volume. King Krakow then weds his daughter Wanda to the victorious Scuba. Thank God the times have changed. You don't need to slay a dragon anymore to get the girl. You just need to download Tinder. So one thing I noticed with my time in Warsaw and here in Krakow is that there's a lot of street buskers, street performers, and also people selling souvenirs, arts and crafts and things on the street that are actually Polish, that actually live here. But they're being affected as well because there's so many refugees from Ukraine here that are also trying to sell things on the streets. Kids selling balloons, people playing guitars and stuff. So if you think about it, if you're walking down the street and you see a Help Ukraine sign, next to a Polish guy selling the same kind of thing, you're obviously going to go up to the Ukrainians to help them. So it's actually been affecting a lot of the Polish and their income as well. Alright, this billboard map is going to give you a good idea of the city and the layout of Krakow. Up here is the train station I was at yesterday. It's about a 15-minute walk to hit the old town. You can see the shape of the wall going all the way around it. One of the main entrances is up at the top there, which I will film later in this video. Walking down the main street, boom, there's Renek Square with the huge basilica, which we'll see later in the video as well. And I am now down here at Vival Castle, and you can see the little green dot down there. That is pretty much where the dragon is, where I'm standing right now. So to enter the grounds here at Vival Castle, it is totally free to come in. You get to see all these fantastic buildings. You get the gardens here in the middle. The only thing is you pay to enter the museum and you pay to enter the cathedral, which is this big baby right here. But again, to enter these grounds, it's completely free.
Marek, tam żeś puścił ich? Ja tak понимаю.
So the church on the right is Church of St. Andrews, and on the left is Church of Saints Peter and Paul.
Barbakan z ciałem, czyli miastem. Korką z krakowską formą korytarza.
I'm inside this. I just showed you from the outside. A lot of this has now been removed, so there's actually parks that go through here. I will enter through the city wall soon and go through the old town, but I'm also going to walk this wall here. So I'm entering through here, the Barbican, and all through the old town. There's the Vival castle. If you're thinking of visiting Krakow, trust me, this is an amazing, amazing city.
Wysokości, ale na dole, a tutaj też mają 3 metry, ale na dole wysokości, na dole.
So the admission to get into the Barbican, here's my ticket, is actually only 14 zloty, which is approximately $3.35 US. It allows you to get into this Barbican here, as well as the old city walls and a museum.
I też kratki.
So I'm outside the Old Town Gate, or also known as Stare Miasto, and I'd like to show you something. Am I the only one that sees that? And there's 2 of them. It is now time to walk the wall. So again, another model. There's the Barbican. I walked through the main tower here, and then I'm now entering this one, and I'm going to walk along this wall. So I was admiring this beautiful artwork and I found my favorite one, but it's not here. It's right there. Welcome to the American Embassy. Now this isn't just a regular McDonald's. I'd like to show you the basement of this one. Yes, on the inside it's just a regular McDonald's, full of technology and very healthy food. You gotta admit, that's a pretty cool McDonald's. Welcome to Renek Square on a Saturday afternoon.
Wojciech!
Hello.
Hello!
Shopping and shopping and more shopping and shopping and shopping, and they're all selling the same stuff. It's nice, but they're all selling the same stuff. So every time the bell chimes for the hour, the trumpet guy plays from the top. Take a listen.
Запануєм і ми, браття, у своїй сторонці і покажем, що ми, браття.
Адже в нас війна, і ми не повинні дивитися, от стояти один напроти одного, всі повинні стояти разом. Хто з України, долучаємося разом і ставаємо разом в один шерех.
And also you need to understand and always remember that right now our brave and strong army is protecting not only Ukrainian nation. They're protecting the whole Europe and even world. Right now they're protecting our lives. And right now they're protecting every one of us and every one of you. So we need to understand and remember it always and do everything for military. Because they are also protecting those people in Ukraine who right now sacrifice themselves. And while we are standing here alive and we can breathe, someone in Ukraine is dying. Some innocent children right now are being raped or dying. Or just sitting in basement more than 2 months and don't even see the light of the sun. So please, let's remember that thankfully to our army and our brave soldiers, we are right now standing here. And innocent people are still suffering from Russians. Because only monsters can do such things. So please, let's unite and do everything to stop this war, to stop this hell as soon as possible.
А ми тую червону калину підіймемо, а ми нашу славну Україну, гей, гей, розвеселимо. Не хилися, червона калино, маєш білий цвіт. Не журися, славна Україно, маєш вільний рід. А ми тую червону калину підіймемо, а ми нашу славну Україну. Україну, гей, гей, розвеселимо, а ми тую червону калину підіймемо, а ми нашу славну Україну, гей, гей, розвеселимо, а ми тую червону калину підіймемо, а ми нашу славну Україну, гей, гей, розвеселимо, а ми тую червону калину підіймемо, а ми нашу славну Україну, гей, гей, розвеселимо. Слава Україні!
Героям слава!